I would say that this is a pretty high quality story considering the amount of community guideline violations I have gotten on TikTok to try to inform you that as of September of 2025, Africa has its own internet and they have gone completely dark. So I like to tell the story about how this happened, and then, you can research the articles as well. Hold on. Africa Rewrites the Internet, the launch of CIX, written by Emma Ann Kulo, and then it's on that website right there. So with that being said, I like to tell it in my voice, in my story. So basically, I don't know their job titles. I heard the story, I take it in, and then I put it in my pocket for later, for when's it all going to make sense. So basically, in the CIA version of Africa's government, someone is working high at the very, very top. He and his day-to-day, right-hand man, he's on the phone, shot calling. Let's just say that he just ordered, reconstruction on a building because he's going to place A, B, C in this building. And here is the itinerary, the plan. And the place would get bombed. This is my version of the story. Just complete treason, ended up being his right hand the whole time. In there, a plant for the U.S. government. Right hand man, 30 some odd years or however many years this childhood friendship, the story goes. And it's been doctored, and I'm sure that there's a million versions of it out there. You see where I'm going with this. That's why you never tell your right hand what your left hand is doing. That's why to assume that we even kind of know what's going on in the U.S. government, if it's on social media, you can assume that it's a distraction. It's part of the PSYOP. They're going to create an emergency. You're going to forward all of the stupid stories about adrenochrome instead of using a little bit of common sense, which would be, if I'm smart enough to figure this scenario out, can we go out on a limb and say that they're probably using children's hormones to make medication to keep up the transformer situation that goes on in literally all of Hollywood. This is a Y chromosome, a Y chromosome, a Y chromosome, an X chromosome. These are all Y chromosomes. I mean, do you think that a 28-year-old's boobs would be down to her belly button? I've had 4 kids and had my boobs done prior to ever having a child. At the age of 21, I got them done. Why are my boobs all the way up here? And I don't have latex even to hold the shit up, you see? What the fuck? I need you guys to check into this game. Someone find out, how do we get our own internet then?